Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Tesla report for Friday, July 12th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with this image here. This is a weekly bar chart. We closed let's see, it was just a week ago, actually. It looks like 2 weeks, but it was about a week and a half ago. On an intro week basis, I think this was on a Wednesday, we settled last week above the 207.92 one-year channel top, descending channel top that represented really a one-year bear trend following that July 23 high. But having closed above it, we are still anticipating 327.03 as a 3 to 5 month objective. And if we can hold today, the week itself, above this 239.74 rising channel top, we could see this 327.03 over the next 2 to 3 months, possibly by the end of August, given the heightened state of volatility still. So you see 239.74. You don't see it in this area here because it's really tucked between the two. On the daily chart, that same rising channel top is at 240.56. And we're still including the 237.98 5/8 Fibonacci, the upside Fibonacci, following the July 23 high against that more recent April low. So 237.98 to 240.56 is your base of support. A couple things here I want to say. There is a very real chance that we will violate this area. I don't know if we will or not. I'd rather have the market tip its hand and tell me what to do rather than predict a violation of the 237.98 to 240.56 region. But I don't think you should be entirely surprised. Number one, we did put out a key reversal high on Thursday, new move high following that April low, and we closed clearly below Wednesday's low. This was, news about the delayed unveiling of the robotaxi, and so I didn't read too much into that. But I will say that technically speaking, if we close today below 240.56, and if you want to throw 237.98 in there, you can. But I'm uncomfortable with just closing the week. Let me take you back to this chart below 239.74. There's not a big difference between 239.74 and, of course, the 5/8 Fibonacci at 237.98, so I'll let you choose it. But I'm uncomfortable with closing below the weekly version of 239.74, certainly closing below 237.98, and we have a 1 to 2 week sell signal only down into the 197.70 to 206.80 region. This is a newly formed rising channel bottom that is based on the series of highs following that April low, and is also, of course, the descending one-year channel top I mentioned at the beginning of the video that on the daily chart is at 206.80. And so if we close today below 237.98 with present volatility, we could see this by the end of next week. But under most circumstances, I'd call that a 1 to 2 week target, 197.70 to 206.80. So this is a solid 3 to 5 day swing trade right now, and we are right at the support. So you could bottom pick 237.98 to 240.56 in anticipation of the market rounding back up to new highs by the end of next week or sooner, or if we close below 237.98, or even, I know that this moves fast and far in a short period of time. So, we could open below 237.98 and fall to, 225 or lower, even 220.50 today, perhaps. That is our session containment level. And so, then what? You're already halfway to your 3 to 5 day, 1 to 2 week objective. And so this is where your intraday trading comes into effect. Obviously, you're taking a greater chance with the intraday activity. But let me just get back to this daily chart. Closing below 230 237.98, a 1 to 2 week target, 197.70 to 206.80, where we could bottom out, especially given the 1 year channel top. We could bottom out not only through August, but even into the fourth quarter, through the third quarter, and round back up again. Certainly, if we were to close below 197.70 over the next few weeks, we probably have a good high for the year, and this market can continue falling. Well, I'll show you that price point, that objective, if we approach the 197.70 to 206.80 area, which does become a 1 to 2 week objective if we close today below 237.98. Until then, the 237.98 to 240.56 region is a bottom picking zone of support. You may be long still from about a week ago or so when we closed above this area. And so we're right back pretty much, probably, if you're still long, you're probably down on the trade. But if you got in early, you're not down a lot. And so your stop loss, I think, should be below 237.98. Obviously, that comes into play with your own risk management strategies and your own drawdown extremes and so forth, the rules that you have. But in terms of a pure technical signal, closing below 237.98 is your cue to get out of Dodge, so to speak. Exit long positions. You could also consider playing the short side, as I say, into the upper 190s, low 200 area over the next week or two. Let's work our way upside from here. We can open at or above the 237.98 to 240.56 region and recover up to 257.86 within the day, possibly up to 265.13. I'm going to call 265.13 kind of, if we get a contraction in volatility, this could be a 3 to 5 day target. We could also rally all the way back to it today, which is why we keep it pretty light at 257.86. 257.86 can contain intraday buying pressures. It is in reach today above 240.56. If we push through 257.86, then that 265.13 in reach. So in terms of a day trade, if we open above 240.56, you can play the long side up to 257.86, take some profits, maybe hold out for 265.13, perhaps by the closing bell. We've yet to close above this December 23 high. We've certainly pushed through it several times this week, actually Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if we close today above 265.13, I don't see us revisiting 240.56 anytime soon. I think by the end of next week, we reach 289.52, which can contain weekly buying pressures on the way up still to our longer-term 327.03 objective. I do want to bring something up to you. I do want to bring something to your attention that I have already, and that is to say that the Triple Q and the NASDAQ 100 have tested and fallen away from a 4.5-year channel top. Now, obviously, Tesla and NVIDIA are key components of this index, a significant components of this index. And so, which is leading which? Is it the index and the technicals with the index? Is it leading the sell-off that's occurring in both NVIDIA and Tesla right now? Or is it the weakness that we're seeing in NVIDIA and Tesla dragging the index south? I'll let you be the judge of it. But either way you look at it, I have trouble seeing a sustained rally in Tesla, anticipating, this 327.03 area over the next few months, unless the NASDAQ 100, the Triple Q, can close clearly above its 4.5-year channel top. It's falling away from here. We have targets to the downside. We have secondary sell signals to the downside. I personally think you should be apprised of that. Now, this is a bit of a commercial, so please forgive, but if you go to wickedstocks.com, you'll be able to get this stuff every day. I think just having the daily Triple Q analysis is worth the $47 a month, and with that, you'll also get daily SPY and also our 2 stock picks a week. This week, in fact, on Thursday, we put out a stock pick on Newmont Mining, the largest gold mining company in the world, headquartered in Colorado. Earlier in the week, Rivian, both of which are at key pivot points that are longer term in scope, that offer directional trades over the next 3 to 5 weeks and 3 to 5 months. But let me get back to Tesla. Bottom picking the upper 230s, low 240s, in anticipation of a return to some of these upper price points, 265.13 over the next 3 to 5 days or sooner, 289.52 over the next 2 to 3 weeks or sooner, and certainly over the next 2 to 3 months, 327.03. unless we close below 239.74 today, that weekly channel top. And you might also throw in 237.98, in which case we have a 1 to 2 week sell signal that should collapse back into 197.70 to 206.80. We could see this within 2 to 3 days. This could take 1 to 2 weeks. It's difficult to gauge, but this area, solid bottom picking territory as we move through the rest of the third quarter. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. Everything I just said about the triple Q and those stock picks, you can check out right now for free by signing up for wickedstocks.com, and you can bail out within 5 days at no cost to you whatsoever. I'm going to leave it at that for Friday's Tesla report. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Mondays. You have a great weekend.